Yeah, I'm back, nigga.
It's no longer your hood, Tai Lung. Get the fuck out.
Ah, true, you got a new main nigga now, huh? Where his bitch ass at?
The smoke is between you and me, so let's settle it.
Shit, I bet.
Before we get started, let me bring you way back to 2008, where most of the best movies of all time came out. Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Hancock, Kung Fu Panda is where we meet our protagonist of this video. One of my favorite villains of all time. Not gonna lie, this man had me wanting to learn Kung Fu as a kid out here. Tai Lung.
Nice.
He's been in prison for the past 20 years. It's time for him to let loose. So today we'll go over how much of a Black Air Force inducing character this man is throughout this video and see if he is worthy to be granted a title in the Golden Gloves Champion League. But without wasting any more of your time, let's get to the video. So Master Ugu had a vision of Tai Lung's return and tells Shifu about it. But this nigga gets flashbacks of when that man went crazy a few years back.
Yeah, man, this nigga in prison.
Nope. Trust me, son. I done smoked up a whole kilo Mary Jane. I was rooted the fuck up, but I know my high visions never lie.
So Shifu started tripping and told the messengers to go check up on that Black Air Force energy inducing menace of a being. I'ma stop blazing though. Uguay says this next line that explains exactly what happened next in the movie.
One often meets his destiny on the road he takes to avoid it.
Spoiler alert, if that bird hadn't pulled up to that nigga Tai Lung, he would have never been able to escape for real. So cut to the messenger's arrival at the prison. Them rhinos was taking offense by the request of Shifu, asking them to double everything.
It's my prison, my shit, top of the line. This nigga ain't never getting out. Two it's impossible.
Really, nigga? But shit, I don't think he listens to Justin Bieber, cause never say never, my guy.
I will sometimes say never.
So the messenger looks down at the prison and the guard smacks him in the back. That small gesture ended up being their whole demise. One feather fell and that's all it took to fuck up everything. Before we continue though, this nigga Tai Lung is such a menace that this whole prison is there just for him. One way in, one way out, 1,000 guards and one prisoner. Crazy. They get to the bottom and that's when we meet the GOAT. Chained up, all types of restraints on him. Man is sleeping, but he about to be up soon. Man even stepped on his steel, being disrespectful as fuck, but he gonna regret it soon. They leave, and that's when the key to his freedom falls. That damn feather. He grabs it and places it on top of his throwback prison shit. I don't even know what the fuck this is, but he places it there and uses his steel to open it up. Shifu shouldn't have sent that messenger for real. Just realized after rewatching it though, that the turtleback restraints that he had on was blocking this man's breathing for real. He was supposed to be dead. A menace, I tell you. Man stretches his hands and then flexes and blows the turtle back off of him, looking like a bodybuilder flexing out of his shirt. But this concrete, my nigga, I think you got it twisted. So have you ever seen one of those strongman competitions where they hold the pillars for a long ass time and see how long they can go, but they can usually go for less than a minute? Yeah, this nigga had 2 boulders attached to him this whole time for 20 years. He was struggling for this many years with them shits on. I don't know if this is a prison or just a high level endurance / weightlifting workout session for him. Like, what the fuck? So they realized Tai Lung was escaping, so they fired the crossbows at him, and this nigga weaves everything and uses one of the arrows to free him from his chain. Cold! And even the rhino shook. Uses his other hand to snap the other chain off. Do you know how strong you have to be able to snap your chain with your fingers? Excuse me? So they aim another crossbow, but this nigga could sense it. Uses Kung Fu to palm that shit and return to the sender. He said, I'm using my return policy right now instantly. So then this nigga uses the other arrows, kicks them, and makes a fucking staircase out of them. How crazy do you have to be able to think of some crazy shit like that and actually pull it off? He cracks his neck and gets to cooking. Uses the last pillar as a Mario mushroom and parkours his way up the elevator. I remember back when I was younger, this shit had me thinking I could do that shit myself for real, but hell no. So they was raining down arrows on my boy, but they didn't know that that was not useful for real. He uses his professional gymnast skills and propels himself under the elevator. And I don't understand this next part. I don't know what he did or how he did it, but the rhinos decided to cut the chain off of the elevator. Smart move. It falls down, but how the fuck did this man make it to the top? pops out the hatch and whoops the ass of the 2 guards up there. But how did you get there is my question though. I guess we'll never know. So he does more acrobatics and shit, propels himself higher, and then he just went crazy, started manhandling every guard coming his way. Not gonna lie, I felt bad for them. They didn't stand a chance, even though it was 1v1,000 right now. Leaves the axe and gets to cooking the guards one by one. Hit that next one with the Falcon Punch, annihilating the other guards too. So he keeps running up. The guards tried to block him, but this nigga busts his way out. But bruh, y'all some rhinos, but y'all really ain't doing shit right now. And Tai Lung said,
let's turn into a Beyblade and just let's it rip on both of these rhinos' asses.
cause what the fuck was this move for real? But shit was useful. Weaves and uses the mace he got from that guard against all of their asses afterwards. Now this nigga crazy. So he makes it to the top with a Spider-Man ass pose, but he's met with a full squad of guards in front of him. Not like he didn't annihilate 50% of them down there just now. It's breakfast for this nigga for real. So then one rhino shoots up at the top and turns some explosives on. The debris is falling, breaking the bridge. So this nigga turns into Sonic because he gotta go fast, or else the bridge will fall and he'll fall with it. He was just about to make it, but he missed the edge by an inch. And trust me, that's not a lot. I don't care how many times she told you that was a lot of shit. That's tough, my boy. So he fall, but it ain't over yet for my boy. He looks at the last spitter that's about to explode, and this man does the craziest thing I've ever seen an animated character do. He runs up the falling pillars all the way to the top, one by one, then uses the explosives at the top and throws them at the rhinos. On some Kobe in the 4th quarter type shit. RIP to the GOAT though. There's some clutch plays right now. Blows them away. Then he grabs the messenger for him to go back to announce his return.
Hey bitch, go tell Shifu that the top G's back and I'm coming for that school, nigga. Be ready.
So then we get a flashback of Tai Lung by Tigress. He was a youngin' taken out of the streets to do some good, you know? Shifu trained him, but he became too OP. Just like in the RPGs, when you become too overpowered, the game's too easy. They beat the shit out of everything so easily. Then Oogway started raging him, so he couldn't give him the Dragon Scroll. So this nigga went on a tantrum, straight rampage. I was out here committing heinous acts, and he tried to take the scroll by himself. But he got shut down by Oogway real quick, cause Shifu couldn't do it himself.
Nigga, sit your ass down.
Oogway hit him with a bitch, sit your ass down. Had him paralyzed. Shit was sad for real. So then the Furious 5 got the news that Oogway was dead. So they decided to take it up on themselves to take on Tai Lung. That was a mistake they could have avoided if they listened. So they make it to Tai Lung and they meet eyes with the man. Tai Lung runs at them trying to cross the bridge and they try and cut it before he could cross it. But man got bunnies. He almost made it to the end. He got spin kicked by Tigress real quick. And since she jumped off, the others had to keep the bridge up, or else she would have been gone too. And then they start talking shit. And this nigga knew that the Dragon Warrior wasn't amongst them. Real G senses a real G, and it was fake as fuck.
Where's the top G at?
Says you're not staring at her right now.
I know when I'm in the presence of a real nigga, and y'all ain't it. Trust me, our beef gonna be legendary.
So Tigress jumps at Tai Lung, but he weaves everything and counters that shit with ease. Had him scrapping upside down on the bridge. Tai Lung grabs Tigress, flings her around, and she grabs onto him, and they get to more scrapping. Not gonna lie, I would have already fell just by walking on this damn bridge. These niggas crazy. Tai Lung out here kicking the fuck out of Tigress. She can't handle this type of smoke. Then he hits her with a charged up double musty feet to the sternum. That shit was painful. Now look at the distance she covered. That was crazy. This nigga turns the bridge around and chokes her with the cords. Who thinks of this type of shit, bro? What the fuck? So Viper pulls up and starts scrapping too, but it made Tigress fall off the bridge, but she got caught by Crane. Cut back to Viper versus Tai Lung, and not gonna lie, she was putting in that work, making him hit himself and shit. Top level players for real. Put some respect on Viper's name. But she couldn't be a match, so she called Boots from Dora for some help. Pulls up and kicks the shit out of Tai Lung. By the way, the only person holding up this fallen bridge right now is Mantis. This nigga a go for real, gotta respect him. So then they all jump in, and not gonna lie, they put in that work, tied him up and all, while coming back safely for real. There's an all-star team, no cap, but this nigga wasn't done yet. We see the rope, and he was supposed to be tied up onto that shit. He wasn't there though. Then they turn around, and it's behind him on some real Michael Myers type shit. And then he uses the Oogway technique and paralyzes all of them. They didn't stand a chance. Cut back to the temple, and they all came back busted. And now that I think about it, how the fuck did they make it back to the temple if they was paralyzed? That shit. Answers we'll never know. Now cut to the last menacing scene this man had before getting his own by the character who's bearing the title of the franchise. Tai Lung versus Shifu. Not gonna lie, this nigga thinking he Jason Voorhees for real, appearing out of nowhere out the shadows. Then that Shifu straight in the eyes. On his grown man shit, he ain't no baby no more, Shifu.
Hey, yo, I'm back, nigga.
It's no longer your hood, Tai Lung. Get the fuck out.
Ah, true, you got a new main nigga now, huh? Where's bitch ass at?
The smoke is between you and me, so let's settle it.
Shit, I bet.
So Tai Lung decides to turn into a lower accurate LeBron and shows off the bunnies like, damn, that's at least 50 feet, no cap. Tries to hit Shifu to death from above, but he dodges out the way. So then Tai Lung said, fuck Avatar, decides to earthbend and sends a rock this nigga Shifu's way. Wrong universe, my boy. Shifu blocks it, but Tai Lung right behind it. So he socks Shifu in the face from behind it.
They had me this trash ass ghetto ass prison for 20 years, bitch. Ain't got nothing with this prison strength. Your ass knew I was him. But you still decided to be a bitch and not let me have the title.
So Tai Lung uses a sword as a damn skateboard and throws that shit at Shifu. And I gonna lie, that deflect Shifu, they was clean as fuck. I gotta show some respect to it for real.
It was never my decision to make.
Tai Lung, while picking up Uwe's staff, tells him,
It is now.
I really wanna be him so bad. Then Shifu jumps him, but gets handled by him, because anyone holding that staff gets an instant 59% power boost for real. At the same time, he talking shit, saying he rather die than let Tai Lung be him. So then the staff breaks, and Tai Lung attacks Shifu, and cut to them breaking the roof and having this clean ass fight in the sky with the lightning in the background. Shit, saucy as fuck. Shifu tries to use Tai Lung as a landing pad, but he gets Uno reversed real quick. So then Tai Lung, yet again wrong universe, decides to start firebending. This nigga wanna be Avatar so bad and goes to work on Shifu though, hitting him with the Superman double punch, sending him flying.
You've always been my little nigga, but you just aren't him. I couldn't change that for real. I'm sorry.
Hey, yo, fuck your sorry ass excuses.
So then cut to the big panel with the back problems over here pulling up, and the rest is history, man. He got manhandled by a fucking pinky. Shit was tough, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, even though he got packed up, this nigga got legendary great hands for real and deserves to be granted the title of Golden Gloves champion. Like bro, he literally went against the Furious 5, whooped their ass. Went against Shifu, whooped their ass. Man had a whole ass motherfucking prison for himself. 1,000 guards, one way in, one way out. Him, he had a whole prison for him. If I wasn't putting respect on him from that, shit, I'm just wrong. Honestly, I'm wrong for it. So yeah, nah, this man deserves the title for real, for real. I thank you guys for watching the video, and check out my other videos for more content like this. And if you made it to the end, who's your favorite fictional villain of all time? Because mine is Tai Lung, hands down, this nigga the GOAT. Subscribe and join the journey on the road to 1,000 subs though, and see y'all in the next one. Ross out.
Money make the world go round. I'm trying to get it all right now. Everybody worry about the crown, bitch. Look, homie, I'm the man right now. Talking to a PI, kind of time we on. Jump roll